Hey guys, how's it going? TechSnackles here, and today we're going to take a look at the state of the PS4 and what it's like to have it. So this is the PS4 Experience. So the PS4 is one of the new generation consoles. It's been out for about a year, and one of the things you'll notice if you have it is that it doesn't really look like a major step forward in gaming. And one of the reasons for that is because games right now don't really take advantage of the new features. So in the end, the new generation capabilities are still to be seen. Being future-proof though, you should expect 4K games to come at some point, and also virtual reality, and hopefully that takes off so we can really start to see that these consoles can actually be revolutionary for the gaming industry. But right now, what I've noticed at least is that multitasking on these new consoles has actually improved quite a bit. And we'll talk about that in just a bit. So I'm not really the heaviest gamer, but during the holidays like now, I do play quite often, and my main game is FIFA, and it's actually the only title I own. And in case you didn't know, I am a big football fan, or as you call it in America, soccer. But the reason I only own FIFA is because of PlayStation Plus and the PS3. Now, one of the bonuses of PlayStation Plus are the free titles every month, which for me have been satisfying whenever FIFA gets boring. And whenever they're not enough, I switch back to my PS3, which is very easy and quick since the cables are the same. Now, since I switched back between these two, it's very easy to notice the differences between them. The PS4 logically feels smoother with better graphics, and the new UI feels simple and clean, just focused on the main apps and games, and this becomes very noticeable if you compare it to the previous UI, which had a lot of extra features. The PS4 has just a basic line of most recent accessed games or apps, and then you go up and down for extras like the social features or the PlayStation's settings. But really, the best improvement made that heavily impacts your experience is that new Dualshock 4 controller. And I guess because I used the Dualshock 3 for such a long time, I got used to it, and it actually looked comfortable until I actually tried out the new Dualshock 4. And since I've tried it out, it's really hard to go back to Dualshock 3. It just feels great on the hands with a nice texture on the back, much improved trigger buttons and analog sticks, and that light at the back is just pure awesome. On top of that, it also comes with a built-in speaker, headphone jack, and a touchpad, which we're still to see what it can really do. So the new controller is ergonomically great, but what about the PS4's system? These two new consoles have opted to go with a glossy matte design, having a simple yet elegant and kind of futuristic look. And in my opinion, the PS4 nails the design aspect. Now, this is a matter of opinion, but I think the PS4 does a far better job of looking stylish next to your TV than the bulky VCR look of the Xbox One. The parallelogram design with sharp edges just looks great, and again, that light strip just is simply awesome. Now, switching over to the softer side of things, which is where you get to experience the new features and obviously the games. So as I've said, the new UI is snappier and also smoother. It's been quick at launching games and applications, and with FIFA I haven't experienced any drop in frame rates. Now, in terms of games, the ones that I have played are great, but again, nothing very groundbreaking. Thanks to these consoles taking off, I haven't had problems finding people online to play with. So there are these two new buttons on the PlayStation 4 controller, which have basically replaced the start and select symbolic buttons of the previous generations. Now, what the options button does is basically what start used to do, while share has kind of a new feature, and it's obviously sharing. And sharing is actually a very useful feature. For example, when I score a unique goal, that button makes it easy and quick to save the clip to later share with my friends. And this is a huge deal for gamers on YouTube. And speaking of gamers, the PS4 allows you to stream to either Twitch or Ustream without any need for any external game capturing device. You can also do commentary and have a side-by-side video with it, so you can show basically your reactions, which is what a lot of gamers do, and that is all included inside the PS4. You obviously do need the PlayStation camera for these kind of features. The Xbox One also has some nice multitasking features like watching TV while you play games. So as you can see, the new generation consoles are really quite good at multitasking, unlike the previous ones, which basically had no multitasking at all. Although what I've been saying is pretty positive, there are still a few problems with the PS4. For example, the rubber sides of the new analog sticks on the Dualshock 4 wear out pretty quickly. Although this hasn't happened in my case, it did happen to my friend's controller, and many others have reported it online. And Sony did say they were working on fixing it, but for now, you can fix this by buying some thumb grips on Amazon. Another issue, which is more of a really annoying downside, is offline multiplayer. When you have friends over, you just want to grab a controller and play, but now you actually have to go kind of through a new setup if you have to every time create a new account for your friend. Now you can obviously just create a guest account, but every time you do create a guest account, you have to go through the setting up process depending on the games. But if you do create an account for them, you don't have to do this, but it can be really annoying to have loads of accounts, especially if you have a lot of friends over. So this is kind of an annoying feature, especially when you have unlocked things on FIFA like equipments or celebrations. Your friends cannot use them unless they're using your account. And if you want to play co-op online games with them, they need a PlayStation Plus account as well, which is quite annoying. But these are all small issues that you can ignore when you take a look at what the PS4 delivers, which are beautiful graphics, much improved interface, nice sharing features, ergonomically great controller, and don't forget it also serves as a Blu-ray player, and if you love indie games, the PS4 is where they're at. So although it is very early for these new generations, I do recommend you pick the PlayStation 4 up. It's got some really nice features and it'll only get better in the future. PlayStation Now is also on its way, and some classic titles like GTA 5, which I'm pretty excited for, are on the way to the PS4. Obviously, they're not just the standard GTA 5 versions, they're kind of improved and remastered just for the PS4 with more detail in graphics, for example. If you don't know which console to get, you have basically three things to consider: the features it offers, the games, and your friends. It's not fun to play games without having friends to play with, and also it's not fun to have a console which the games you want aren't existent for the console you have. Also, don't forget to consider previous generation consoles like the PS3 or the Xbox 360. They're still very good choices, and right now you can probably get them at very cheap prices, and also there aren't many people yet on these new generation consoles. Anyway guys, I hope this video is helpful. If so, don't forget to leave a like down below. It really helps out the channel quite a lot, and don't forget to follow me at TechSnackles if you want to know whenever I'm working on new videos or tech updates or just anything. You can also contact me there. Anything I forgot or anything you want to ask, comment section down below is wide open. And which console are you considering getting? I'm also quite interested in that. Be sure to leave it down in the comment section below. And that's all for now. Thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one.